Sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Up right here one time. That is a play, yes.
Catch the ball, defense.
Tighten it up. No score zone right here. No score zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Throwing is Jackson. He's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Here's McCarthy. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there in 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. First carry now for Justice Hill. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Ravens at 10-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A short one there, caught by Likely. Second down and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A final shot before break. McCarthy. That's caught by his running back, Dillon. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Run it up the gut.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson.
Looking for...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
To the air with McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Jalen Naylor.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Now McCarthy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
2nd and 7. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Powering his way forward, and he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker with the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete in the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this will require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Now inside the 25.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Second and 4.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And just shedding him off there. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
13. And this defense is asleep. Let's go.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Keep it together.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 20. Here's McCarthy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back to throw again. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is. I know those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.